All right, you ready? Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Relax Bro. I have a very special guest with me today. Some of you guys will recognize him. Most won't, probably. But you want to introduce yourself?
All right. I don't know who actually knows me, but it'd be better if you didn't know me. um, my name is Chris Parks, but I go by Unforgiven, or just don't know my name. I'd rather you not know my name. But yeah,
How old are
some
you?
people know me, but most people that know me are either from Wasco,
How old are you?
40,
40. You grew up in Wasco.
my whole life.
Yeah. You went to school there.
Yeah, I went to school at St. John's.
Catholic school.
Yep, private. We wore those little gay little Catholic fucking the white shirts and the plaid little things.
I
for
thought
the
they were
girls.
blue shirts.
No, white shirts and then plaid little skirts for the
Talking that
girls.
mic.
White shirts and plaid skirts for the girls, and then the guys wore the khaki pants and that were blue, yeah,
Yeah.
and then the white shirt.
What was school like there?
What is Catholic school like anyway? It sucked.
Is it all, I don't know. Is it all the same? I don't
Well,
know.
let me put it this way. I went there until 8th grade before I went to high school, and I ended up a drug addict, I ended up a criminal, and I went to prison. So, you tell me.
I'm going to keep arguing with you to hold that mic in your face, okay? So
Okay, well. Then
if you can't
fight
hear
me.
yourself, then we can't hear you either.
Okay.
Um
Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have like a teacher that you had beef with? Like I always imagine, do you get different teachers each year? Like how does that work?
Okay, well, most of the teachers you have are all like nuns,
Okay.
and then you got the principal. Principal's not a nun. She's just like religious or whatever. Well, pretends to be religious,
Uh-huh.
but she's a fake bitch. My bad. But this is truth. The worst teacher I had there was this lady named Miss Harrington. She's like a million years old, had white hair, looked like a fat fucking lump, but she was the meanest bitch I've ever seen. Because she had no problem grabbing a ruler or whatever and just wiping your ass.
Really?
I swear to God. Then she'd like go in the principal's office and she'd be in the principal's private room, and then they'd call you in there. And then the principal's name was Miss Todd, and she'd be like, "Would you go in my office and I'll be right there?" And you get in there and the door would shut and lock, and then all of a sudden this bitch would come out with a ruler and it's like
A
"So-"
ruler, like a 12-inch ruler.
Yeah, like
But it's probably thick wood or something.
oh fuck. That thing was so goddamn thick. It's like fucking it's like a baseball bat and a half. And it's like, so I heard this is what you did wrong, my son. Okay. Well, come here. They beat your ass for however long, and now God wants you to go out there and kneel in front of his statue and say this many prayers, and then you can go back to class. Like, fuck you. How about I go find something bigger than this and beat your ass?
Okay. Hold on. Let's get back on track. But you were also part of the church, though, right?
Yeah, I was. We would have church every morning, like about 8 or 9, and I was the altar boys. You know,
Yeah.
you go in the back with the priest and wear the little thing, and you get molested and shit, and they give you a free bottle of wine. No, but seriously, I remember the second day that I was the altar boy, right? Because the first day they train you, and so you don't really do anything. You just sit in the back and watch other people do it. So I was like, oh, this is fucking awesome. So I thought the second day is gonna be the same. So I'm sitting there and I'm just chilling, and I hid because I wouldn't know anyone who was there. And the priest comes out and he's doing the mass. He notices there's altar boy missing. So he goes back to find me. And I'm right there underneath the sink where all the wine is, and I'm just drinking my ass. Stupid. And he's like, "You're drinking sacrilegious wine." I go, "Whoops."
Wait, no, is that real?
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious.
That's really happened?
I'm dead serious.
How old were you when you did that?
Let's see. That was, I don't know.
That really happened?
Yeah.
It's a real story.
I'm dead serious. This is the second day I was an altar boy. And
I know how you like to exaggerate things.
no. I'm serious because our it was Monsignor Recamini, who later on, like 10, 15 years later, got actually transferred because he was a child molester. We didn't know. But, yeah. He actually molested two of my friends that I know from Moscow. Miley was one of them, and he's dead now. God rest his soul. But my mom...
What was his name?
His name was Miley. But see, and the only reason I know is because my mom worked for a lawyer, and...
Hold on. Slow down. Don't give out any...
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
But my mom worked for his mom doing legal paperwork,
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's cool. And when I found that out, I was like, oh, that's fucked up. But that explained a lot because you're always a little weird. And
Yeah.
I wondered why. And it's like,
why do you think that you rebelled so bad after being raised in the church? Because you come from a very, very good family. You come from a cookie cutter family. Your parents don't cuss. They've been together since day one. Hold on. I'm just curious. So why do you think that you rebelled so hard against the cookie cutter life that you had presented before you?
Okay, so that's like
talking to the mic.
That's like three different questions you're asking because that's three different subjects. Because the church had nothing to do with my family. My family was something completely different.
Yeah.
Because my mom and dad...
Well, they put you in the church.
Yeah.
They were raised in the church.
Yeah, but my mom and dad were... No.
No.
Dad is an atheist. He does not believe in God at all.
Really?
My grandma, which is his mom, and his father, they believed in God, but my dad was an atheist.
Really interesting. I didn't know that.
Now my mom was always Catholic because she was Italian. She was raised like that, and I was raised like that. But my mom came from, well, like I said, she's Italian. Italians are very proud and respectable people, so they try to keep a good self-image and they try to be strong with the religious.
You think your mom's holding your family together?
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
My dad is trying to destroy it. He's trying to destroy me. I know that.
I don't think so.
That motherfucker ain't doing no good. That's for damn sure.
Relax. Move on.
But yeah, it's like
he could have kicked your ass out a long time ago.
He can't kick my ass, but he could try to kick me out.
That's love all in general.
Actually,
the fact that you're still.
But we'll talk about that.
Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, but the way I see.
How many times did the priest molest you?
Never. But hey, almost every week he caught me stealing wine, though. I guarantee that. And it's not my fault. It's just, I was like, dude, you walk into the church, okay? And then you have the little thing where you dip your hands in the holy water and make a sign of the cross.
Yeah.
And then if you keep going, that's where the altar boys go, because we have to do our procession.
Yeah.
And then you got where we change into our gowns. And in the very next room, there's a sink. So the priest can wash his hands.
You remember when that chick slapped me at church? You remember that? For looking at the music?
Hey.
I just turned around to look at the music and that chick slapped me. And she was a teacher there or something.
Yeah, I know.
And then she would let you play video games. She'd let you could play video games. I looked at the music. I got slapped in the face. I don't even
Yeah.
go to that church. And I can't do nothing. I don't have mom or dad there. I'm just there. I'm just there. I'm like, hey, this chick just hit me. Like, listen to her. I'm like,
Welcome to my world. My whole life was like that. That's why I ended up in jail and prison. It's like one person.
we'll get there. We'll get there. So, how does high school work? You get out of.
Okay, well, you go from St. John's.
Were you drinking the whole time
Off and on, yeah, but
since you were young? Since you were.
since I was like 8 years old. But there's a reason for that. Because at 8 years old, I basically was told, well, my mom was told that if I didn't have a very major surgery done, I was going to die.
Yeah, so that's
After
let's
that surgery,
let's
worked-
dig into that because
it
that's
worked my life, you know.
because that has a lot to do with where we're at today. So let's dig into
my
that
mom
right
told
there.
me a story yesterday that made me fucking break into tears that I didn't even remember, and it was about my surgery. And she said this, and because she looks at me, she starts crying. I go, Mom, what's wrong? What did I do? Because I thought it hurt her or something. She goes, I can't believe how strong you were when you were a kid. And I was like, what do you mean, Mom? I didn't understand it. And she goes, do you remember back in 1995, because that was the year that they did the surgery to take my spleen out. She goes, it was right before we went to LA. We got a phone call from I got a phone call from your doctor saying, hey, you guys need to come down here. This is the hotel you guys are going to stay at, okay? We have you set up. They paid for everything, okay? And they're supposed to stay down for a whole month and a half because that's how long it's going to take for me to do the surgery, recover, and then make sure whether I was going to die or not. Because I'm so little, they don't know whether it's going to be fatal or not. It's a very scary thing when you're young, like that, I guess. I don't know. I was too young to know. But she said that she got this call and she didn't know how to tell me, so she calls me over and she says, Chris, I just got a phone call from your doctor, okay? I gotta go pack all your stuff. We gotta go down to LA. Why don't you go in there and tell your older brother that we gotta go? So she says, like, okay, Mom. And I had a big old smile on my face, like no fear, no nothing. Walked in there and I said, now, Jason, I love you, but I gotta go to the hospital now. I don't know how long I'm gonna be there. I don't know what they're gonna do, but you be good because I have to go get this done, Mom said. But when I get back, I want you to know I love you. But be good and make sure you take care of my mom. And I give him a hug, and my mom said she's watching the whole time, and I'm just smiling. No fear. Like, I couldn't do that now if I fucking tried. And we just had my brother's birthday yesterday, and I told him about that. And me and him both were in the back, and we just bust into tears. And my mom comes out, what the fuck is wrong? Mom, I just told him that story. What story? And I told her, and she goes, she starts crying. Then my dad comes out, wanting to kick my ass, thinking I hurt my mom. And my mom goes, come here, stupid. And I explained it to him, and then my dad felt dumb, and he left. He was gone for like an hour or whatever. Because who does that?
So you were mixing things together at this point now where people are probably wondering why things are so emotional. So do you want to explain?
Well, the reason why, to me, it was so emotional because everything I've been through in my life and everything I've done has been like a battle, a fight, a struggle ever since that point. And like I said, I was too little at the time to even know what was going on.
Yeah.
But as I got older, I, you know, started to notice more and more how much bullshit I had to go through. But I was took it like a man. But there's certain things like that that I forgot, and my mom didn't. And when she said that, and she said I was strong and had no fear, I'm like, I can imagine that because I cannot see myself today being told anything by any of these doctors that they tell me and not fucking wanting to rip their head off or cuss them out or show some type of
So
emotion.
hold on. Maybe I think we're leaving a bunch of stuff out. The amount of times you go to the doctor, what through growing up,
Huh?
the amount that you were at the doctor was
My whole childhood.
yeah.
I'd never had a childhood really. The only childhood I had was with you.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah. Well,
It wasn't long.
This isn't about me. This is about you.
I know, but our childhood was not that long.
I understand.
That's about the only time I wasn't in the hospital. The rest of it, I was.
Yeah.
And I felt like a prisoner,
Yeah.
especially as a kid. You know, I remember them doing the surgery, and on top of that, they do this major surgery on me. Okay, my mom's knows how serious it is. I don't. The only thing I remember about that surgery is that when they're doing the cauterized sticks, right, supposed to be sealing me back up. Well, all I remember is I was drowsy as hell. I sat up because, you know, I guess it didn't give me enough stuff to keep me asleep. And I'm like, I didn't feel no pain at first, and I started feeling slowly like a pinch, and then it became a burn. And I look to the right, and I see my guts right there, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And that's when the nurses turn around. They notice, and I got people pulling me down. I got people putting needles in my arm, and then I just remember I'm asleep again, and I don't know nothing. And if you look at my stomach today, there's marks all over that will prove it because it's where they drop the stuff that they use to cauterize me with.
Why don't you show him? Because I was looking at it earlier.
Yeah. All right.
That one that goes across your belly. What's that big main one?
That's what they had to do to get my spleen and my guts
It
out.
looks like you're chopped in half and like put back
basically
together.
was.
Let me see again.
I'm telling you, I was like, hold on.
You look like ET. Can you do ET?
No.
Try it.
Oh yeah, I can actually.
Try
it. I've been double jointed my whole life. That's always been weird. But like, look. If you look right here.
Yeah.
Look down here. I mean, it's just everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm a kid. I don't know anything. I remember, like I said, I remember waking up, sitting up. I was only up for like a couple seconds, but when they noticed, I remember the doctor see me first. Then I got two nurses that came around, and then I got like an army full of people just holding me down.
Throw your shirt on. I don't want to get flagged.
And then it's like
I don't
needles everywhere.
You got little baby nipples. I don't want. You're all right. Take that my headphones. There you go. There you go. Bro. Yeah. You don't wear a shirt much? Okay, so I was like, damn, you look like you mow lawns. Your shirt's on backwards. Bro, you roasted the shit out of Brandon earlier. That was so funny. Uh, what I said, I was gonna hire a Mexican to beat you up, and then. Okay, go ahead. We'll take a break. So you're coming out of that spleen surgery. You're 8 years old. I think so. We've skipped past. We moved. Well, we went back. And so when did you start school? Like, if you were 8, you got pulled out of school. You're obviously out for a couple years, no? Or
I went to St. John's for first, second, and I think in third grade I was pulled out, and halfway through it, and I didn't go back until high school, done my freshman year of high school.
did you go back to St. John's for high school?
St. John's is the new high school. I went to Wasco High.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Relax, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
Is that your spiel?
No. I've already given you a spiel, so.
Okay. Just making sure.
Did you get made fun of in Catholic school?
Oh, fuck, all the time.
Yeah.
When I was a kid and I wasn't in the hospital, I remember before that I went to the hospital, I played,
Besides me.
I know that, dumbass. But when I was playing Babe Ruth, no, not Babe Ruth, T-ball,
Yeah.
all the kids used to call me Pregnant Boy because
Called you what?
Pregnant Boy.
Oh, because you're
Because
so.
my stomach was huge and I would waddle when I would run because couldn't help it.
That sucks.
And I didn't give a fuck. Anyone who called me that got their ass beat. And once I got my spleen taken out and I was good, oh, they really got their ass beat. And then people stopped saying shit for a long time. Because they're like, damn, this motherfucker can fight. No, this motherfucker knows how to fight good.
I remember we would all be skating, but
You would be skating.
you didn't like skating, so you
I
would
hate
ride your
skating.
bike. Why did you hate skating?
Because I would fall on my ass.
Everybody
didn't-
falls on there.
okay.
So that's part of it.
I was 8 years old and had spleen problems. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I never had good balance.
Yeah, I guess
So
so.
why the hell would I want to be a skateboard?
I
Very
remember
lost.
this too. I remember you would get home from school and you would spend, huh? What happened about it? Do you want me to hang it up?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
I keep tripping on this shit. Sorry, bro. Relax, bro. Hey, no, this is what happens. When you listen to your cousin. No, this is what happens when you forget to give me my pain pills, the right pain pills. And I'm moving around. No. Hey. Okay.
Is that
so-
better? Is that better?
No, because I don't have my pain pills.
Whatever, bro.
Relax, bro.
Yeah.
Is that gonna
I
get
don't
my
need your
pain to go
spiel.
away?
So pregnant boy.
Oh wow, low blow.
Love.
See, and that's what family thinks they can do. Hit you below the belt. Thanks, bro.
You're welcome. So let's talk about high school for a minute.
All right.
Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you
High
have a
school
good
to
time?
me was not really good, and it wasn't really bad. I mean, it was just like whatever to me. I mean, by that point, I had grown a tolerance to people and their bullshit to where I just didn't care. You could talk all the shit you wanted; it didn't bother me because at the end of the day, what's a
When
real
did you get into wrestling?
when I beat your ass?
Okay.
Nah, never. I never did wrestling.
No, I know, but you were always into.
No, I was just strong.
No, you weren't. You're a liar. You you were very, very much into pro wrestling.
Well,
Why are you lying about that?
the reason why
Are you embarrassed?
No, it's not that. It's that I never got into
Who is your
wrestling.
favorite wrestler?
I never got into wrestling.
Who is your favorite pro wrestler?
It's never wrestling.
Was it Triple H?
I used to watch the pro wrestling.
Dude,
I never
your
got into
favorite thing was to be jumping around on them couches, doing tricks on the trampoline, doing freaking pro wrestling moves. Don't act
You
like.
know why? Because all the people in my life that pissed me off, I would imagine me fucking.
Why are you embarrassed about it?
No, I would just imagine me running through the air and hitting him with a chair or in a cage match, and then it's like, that's what I want to do. Because I wanted revenge.
Did you ever want to be a pro wrestler?
No.
No.
I only got into wrestling because I had to learn how to defend myself or I was going to get my ass beat, and I knew that.
Yeah.
So I learned how to beat ass
Beat ass.
and other things.
That sounds gay.
Well, I learned how to beat people the fuck down. And
No, you said it already. It's recorded.
And like, you never heard about Jason, right? Jason me.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
Okay, so
No, we're talking about your life.
no, I mean,
No, let's not talk about any personal weird stuff.
well, I mean,
Let it go. Move on. I have a bunch of stuff written down here.
okay.
But I don't want to skip over your childhood. I want to finish your childhood.
Well, then ask. Give me 1 second. I got to my big bills, but go ahead and ask.
Go ahead. So whenever you were working, I thought for a second in high school. No? Burger King or something.
No, I worked at Burger King for
Carl's
like 2
Jr.
days.
Was it Carl's Jr.? What was it?
I worked at Burger King for 2 days before I got fired.
What'd you get fired for?
Robbing,
Take your pills.
robbing the register. And
Take your pills.
and eating the food on duty.
Really?
And the funny thing is if I go to Burger King today, there's a girl there that works there that used to be my old manager, and she still remembers me. I go,
Bro, what did they teach you in Catholic school? How to just
nothing.
be a bad kid?
Look, Catholic school is nothing but bullshit, brainwash. That's all they do.
Eat your pills.
All they do is try to brainwash you to be Catholic. And I'm like, okay, so the only difference is we go to church. Wow.
Hold on. Eat your pills because I have a very important question. I put it on there because I work with metal, bro. You ever drank metal and went to eat lunch and you're just chewing on metal? It sucks.
You ever broke your jaw on the asphalt?
No, I'm not retarded.
No, I'm not either.
All right, listen to me.
What's up?
You have this super beef with your church.
Oh yeah.
But for some reason, and I always say this thing that like people always ask me like if I believe in God or something, I'll just tell them straight up, no, I don't believe in God
Why?
because I know God.
Thank you.
I feel like I know that He's got my back. I don't know what it is. I don't know the truth. I don't know where or what it is, but I know that there's something watching over me.
Yeah.
And so this is my question to you.
Okay.
With all your beef with the church and stuff and getting molested 1,000 times,
Am I going?
I feel like you still don't believe in God, but somehow you know God.
You're full of shit. And I never had a beef with God personally.
I didn't say that. Church.
I had a beef with the church.
That's what I
because
said. I never said
I
God.
don't feel like it should be written down or it should be a law that you have to go to a certain place at a certain time and meet with certain people to pray. That's bullshit. If you have a relationship with God, I feel like you can pray anywhere, anytime, whenever you want, in any way. And as long as God knows you, He hears you.
Amen. That was
And
badass.
that's what I truly believe. And
Nobody
that's-
could have ever
that's the way
said
I do
it. You said it perfect.
Well, I mean, it's cut dry, plain and simple.
It's
says in
it's
the
the
Bible.
truth.
I
It's the
mean,
truth.
All these people that go to church, okay, they're supposed to know the Bible, right? They're
Yeah.
supposed to have read the Bible, but none of them know what the fucking Bible says.
I know. It's
I mean,
crazy.
it's like, okay, so if you know the Bible and it's written in the Bible, how do you not know it? Like, let me see. Let me think for an example. Because I had a bunch of them this morning, but I can't remember that good.
You think of scriptures?
No,
or
I had a
examples?
bunch of yeah, but I take so many damn pills now. I forget sometimes.
I know. I wanted you
But,
not to do that. I asked you not to.
Well, it's not my fault,
It's fine.
but
It's fine.
okay. So,
Can we
oh, okay, I got one.
go?
So, like this, okay. Brandon was with me in the morning, and he was trying to help me to take a shower, and he's acting like he cared, and he wanted to know some questions. He goes, "What is it about God that you believe? Why do you believe God is even true?" I said, "Brandon, are you fucking stupid? Look at me. Look at the way I am. Look at me. I look like a fucking Auschwitz victim. And you want to know why? Because I'm worried about using all the
Bars.
energy in all my life to
Yeah.
help everyone else, and I've never stopped and worried about myself. But you know why? Because I truly believe that the only reason we're here on earth is to learn one lesson, and that's the true meaning of empathy and love. And that's all God asks.
Yeah.
Satan wants us to focus on greed. Because what has he done the whole time? Anytime there's been any knowledge of anything that helps us, they've burnt the knowledge.
You
They
know what I
destroyed
think?
The knowledge.
I think that you've been on survival mode in your entire life.
Yeah.
To
you
where
know what?
you never had the ability or the time, or it wasn't.
But you know what?
That became your identity. Is Chris is the sick kid?
No, a kid became a survive or die.
Yeah.
But
Well, hold on, and then that's what I want to stop and slow us down because we've kind of beat around the bush, but nobody actually knows what's going on right now, this far into the show.
bad.
So can you? All right, we can. We don't have to talk about it. We can.
I'm just saying.
I just think that people would maybe understand more
that's fine.
what's
I'm just
going on.
joking around. Go.
No, you tell us.
Okay. I've been in survival mode my whole life because I felt like I've had to because of my sickness, my illness, and the way that I've been treated. Like,
I'm talking about the reason you're here today is because you're on hospice.
the reason why, yeah, but
You've chosen
There's
not
a
to keep
lot.
fighting this fight.
yeah, because there's a point in time in your life, and people that are older, like your grandparents or maybe even your parents, if they're old enough,
You're not old.
get to the point where
You're 40 years old.
yeah, but I've had my fill. I've seen so much shit. I'm done. When you get to that point, there's a certain point where you finally understand what it means when old people say, I don't want this no more.
Or
I'm
I'm
sick and
tired.
tired. I want to go home. There's a meaning for that.
And
That
is that
means-
because you know that there's something after this? Is that because
No, that's because you know that every
you just said
day-
you want to go home?
Yeah,
You've told me that a couple times in the truck
Yeah.
alone.
Grandma used to say that, and I never knew what it meant until just recently. There's a point where you realize that your whole life has been nothing and meant nothing, and now the only reason you wake up in the morning is to be in pain and to hurt and put on a fake smile so everyone else is happy. And every night you cry yourself to sleep because you still have pain, but you still keep fighting for them.
Because they
Okay.
see you as a victim and you don't want to be
No,
treated
because
as
you don't want to hurt them and because you love them.
because your pain hurts them.
No, because if they were to see you die, it would hurt them, and you won't live with yourself with that. But what we don't understand is once we're dead, we're dead. I mean, yeah, but I still gonna be on my conscience. I don't want that. I don't want to hurt my mom like that. I don't want to have to think back when God puts me on that judgment stand. Look at what you did to your mom, and see her in tears.
This is exactly what I'm saying. It's so instilled in you. It's in your heart that you're going to see God soon.
Because I know. Because I walk with God. That's the only one I walk with. If you walk with anything other than God, you're not going to make it past any age. I've gone to the hospital 5 times now. First time was an accident, okay? 3 times they tried to make me septic and kill me because I threatened to sue them for malpractice. The 4th time, they tried to get me because they put me on a 5150 hold illegally because I called the hospice nurse and asked her, I said, ma'am, my mom is going through hell right now. We are waiting for you to come and see us, but you're fucking lying. Could you please send someone out for an hour today just to help her?
I've heard
And they show up with the cops, the ambulance, the paramedics, and all they do is arrest me,
and a
take
bunch
me
of cops.
to a current medical center, put me on a 5150 hold, and I'm there for a week. And they have me on so many different opioids that I don't even know what the fuck's going on. I was like a 5-year-old.
So I've heard the other side of this too, though. You know that you're on a bunch of pills.
Yeah,
You're probably sleep deprived.
yeah, but who put me on those pills?
Hold on, let me slow you down. though. That's that certain situation is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
I don't think you should have been put on those pills from the beginning.
No.
I think maybe you needed a situation like this where you got somebody to talk to would have done
I
1,000 times better.
I think if they would have just put me in the hospital and just treated me for like whatever it was and maybe just left me there for like a week or 2 and just helped me, I would have been fine.
Okay, so let's back up though. All right, now we got it out that you've decided to die, and I hate this. The only way I know how to deal with this stuff is by making jokes. You know what I mean? And I hate that,
You know
but
I
like
hate it too, but I love you and I don't know any other way to
that's how I deal with
but
these
to tell you guys-
shitty situations. I make jokes out of them. You know what I mean?
You
Like
have to.
I
You
have to. That's the
because
only
if you
fuck.
don't laugh, you're gonna cry.
Exactly.
I
I don't
mean,
want to cry right now.
I don't want to see you cry. And
It sucks. I've been crying. Like I don't want to.
But-
It sucks because like everybody's okay with you doing this. It's for me. I'm like
Because-
fucking. Why don't isn't he out just doing coke?
You
Why
know
isn't he
what?
out just fucking fat bitches? Why don't he go out and just go out die the good way?
You know
Don't
why?
die in your
You know
gosh
why?
damn room.
You know why? Because it's not about me. It's never been about me. It's been about the ones I'm gonna hurt when I go. That's what matters to me. I don't know what matters to anyone else, but that's what matters to me now. Because there's a point where you realize what truly has meaning, and it's not doing drugs and drinking and partying. That shit's stupid as hell.
I think people think of you as like a jealous or like a selfish person.
Yeah, a lot of people are jealous, but
No, not jealous, selfish.
no, a lot of people are jealous of me
Well,
because
let me
they don't have what I have.
I think that people think that you're a selfish person. But hold on. But the thing is that
Happy.
you're you can see the pain in other people's eyes, and you're trying to not be that. You're trying to be anything other than that. Are you on the ground? Why is that chair hurting you?
Yeah.
Can you sit in that chair?
This is better for me.
What about the ottoman? You want to
You
sit on the
forgot my
ottoman?
goddamn bills, bro.
What?
Just leave me alone.
I'll fight you right now, dude. I had nothing
Bro.
to do with that. I asked her 3 times. What do you guys need? I was gonna grab your oxygen. I was gonna grab
Take
everything.
a break, and we'll call her. I want my oxy.
You gotta talk into the mic. You have a lot to say. I'm gonna let you say it. You're mad as shit at me right now.
All right, people. Check this out.
Talk to the.
If
If you're gonna talk to the people, talk over there.
Sorry. If you, for the first time in your life, were finding out.
Tell them what happened. Don't just tell them. No, you tell them. You're the one upset. I don't want to talk about it because it's trauma for me because I've had several grandmas die like that. We've talked about it on the show before.
I never had shit in my life, okay? My family's fake as fuck. My friends are fake as fuck. I don't have nothing. I've always been on my own. It's so bad that as a kid, my 2 brothers were allowed inside the house. I wasn't. I had to sleep outside on the deck with the dogs. And if I was hungry or wanted to take a shower, I'd knock on the back door and beg my dad. And if he said okay, I got to go eat or take a shower. And I said, fuck this. Fuck you. And I left. And I went and I stayed on the street with my friends doing drugs. But you know what? I had a place to stay. I didn't have to fucking feel like a piece of shit. And I didn't have to feel like less of a man. And that's why the ones that I consider family are more to me than anyone that's ever fucking been my real family.
Hold on. I think you're overreacting because I disagree with that. I know.
And then from there,
we're not going to do this one. Because you're not being professional anymore. All right. You're right. I'm sorry.
And then after that, that was the worst part of my life. My drug addict years.
When did that start? How old were you when you first did drugs? And what was your first drug you did?
I was young when I first did drugs, but I got
Well, how old were you?
I don't remember when I first started doing drugs.
Who gave you your first drugs?
I did.
Where'd you find it?
I got it from my girlfriend, okay? I was, I think, 20 years old.
Do you remember what it was?
Yes, methamphetamine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Before that, it was always...
What's it feel like?
Well, when I did meth, at first, it was nothing. And
what do you mean nothing?
I didn't feel nothing. I didn't even like it. My whole thing was always coke and alcohol. And then I stopped doing the coke and was doing nothing but alcohol. I would wake up drinking a fifth of vodka, because if I didn't have a fifth of vodka, by 6 o'clock in the morning, I was puking so much blood that I had to either go to the hospital or I had to get something in my body. Because alcohol is the only drug you cannot quit cold turkey without killing yourself. I didn't know this. I'm young. So I start my day with a fifth of vodka, a 30-pack by 30-pack by 30-pack until nighttime. And then I would finish my night with like 2 fifths of whatever I could get a hold of. Then I would pass out, wake up, and do it all over again. And that was my life for like, I don't know.
Do you know why? Do you have
Yeah, I do. Because my family was fucking a piece of shit. I had nothing else to hold on to. I had nothing to
what
my
was so
name.
bad about your family?
My mom and dad.
They kept you alive,
Okay, yeah. And I appreciate that.
and you're still living there now.
Well, now I am. But you
I'm not
don't.
trying to be disrespectful. I'm just
Look,
curious. I want to know what was
I
so
love
bad.
my parents because I love my parents. And I'm going to love them every
You you
day.
you talk really good about your mom.
Look, I love my
off the
dad
air.
too. I love my dad and mom the same. And I will never stop loving them like that. But what they did to me and what they put me through does not go away just because I love them.
Are you talking about just being bullied by your brothers?
No, I'm talking about just because I love them unconditionally does not mean that it excuses what the fuck they put me through.
Like what? Give me an example of what they
Okay,
put you
like
through.
my dad fucking beating my ass for no reason. And then when I was going to St. John's and I went on the camping trip, which was all weekend, and I think all Monday, and then we come back Tuesday night.
Okay, so
My mom told me that the reason why she stopped treating me the way she used to treat me is because that whole weekend she went through hell. My dad basically kidnapped her, put her in a motel room, and told her, "Look, you have one choice. You either choose me or him," which means if he kept doing what he was doing, I had to be fucking kicked out of the house and treated like shit, or he was going to divorce her. I didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit. So I said, "Mom, I don't blame you. Pick your husband." And I went and I lived with my friends. And you know what? I don't blame her for that.
is
And
that
I
why you have
don't.
beef with your dad now?
I've always had beef with my dad.
I
But that right there made me to where I will always have beef with him for the rest of my life.
Why
because
though? You don't think he loves you?
Bullshit. Who the fuck is he? I don't care if he loves me. Who the fuck is he to hurt the one woman that gave me birth like that and threaten to divorce her because she's showing love and affection for her son? Who the fuck does that? That's not right. Anyone that has ever been through that and thinks that, that is okay,
Can
please
can
contact me and let me know. Because I don't think anyone will agree with that.
So let me ask you this, because
That's bullshit, bro.
I not saying that you don't like have your reasons to feel the way you do. But don't you think that um
Yeah, my actions and stuff were played a part in it. Okay, I understand that, and I will take responsibility and I will own up to mine. But you know what? I don't think I've ever done anything bad enough to my family to where I should be kicked out of my house and live with the dogs and have to be begging for food and a shower because my brothers are just treated like fucking gold.
I think you've hurt yourself more than you've hurt anybody.
No. How the fuck is that? I didn't kick myself out of my own house.
You tried meth at what age?
My brothers did the meth way before I.
That's has nothing to do with that.
My older brother was doing paint.
That has nothing to do with it. We're talking about you, and we're not talking about your brothers.
Well, look, they've done shit way worse than I have. I just
That's
did what I did because
nobody's saying anything bad about you.
Look,
Okay,
I started meth.
I'm just trying to get through your story, and I'm not trying. We're picking.
Know why I started meth.
You're getting into these emotional things, and that's not what this is about. I get
started
that.
meth because a stupid ass female. I got fallen into the trap of listening to a whore and being young and stupid,
Hey,
and I didn't know how to get
remember,
out of it. Okay,
this is going online. We got to be. Come on. All right. Okay.
And
it's your big ass fucking ears. Put it over the bump. Put this over the bump. Oh, you fucking crybaby. I'm gonna come over there and knock you out, dude.
The only reason I started meth is because I got with this stupid ass girl who was a whore. I didn't know at the time, but when I found out, I should have stopped it. That's my own fault. if you met her like that, you're going to lose her like that. Duh, that's common sense. I know that now, but I had to learn that the hard way. Because I've never dealt with real love, because experienced love before that. To me, love was fake. You put on a fake smile and you fucking did what you did to fucking be accepted in society. And if you didn't, then you were cast out like I was. That's the way I seen it. And so when I got with this woman, I let her talk me into a whole bunch of shit that I've never done before. So it was like I was open to a whole portal of fucking shit that I was not ready for. But I learned real quick. And then I stopped and I watched everyone else, all my friends, and they went through the same shit. And so I just sat back for a minute and I just watched everyone else do stupid shit. And I learned a hell of a lot. And then I said, fuck this. I'm sick of all this. So I stopped hanging around with females altogether.
I knew you were gay. I knew it the whole damn
Fuck
time.
you, bro.
I knew it from the very beginning. I was like, dude, this dude.
No. Brandon, if anything, is gay. And then after that, I didn't know where to go. I stayed homeless for a long time and I did my own shit. I used to work every day, but it was jobs I picked
Like what?
and I made.
Like what?
Thankfully, I found this
Like scrap metal
older
and stuff?
black man who was an army veteran who was really fucked up, and he'd lost his wife and he was super sad and lonely. And I walked over to him and I felt bad for him and talked to him. He says, "Do you do any work?" I said, "Yeah, I can help you with a few house things if you need." So he says, "Can you come over in the morning?" I said, "Yes." So that night, I slept in the park bathrooms and I went to his house first thing in the morning. He asked me to do it for him. I worked for him all day long, from sunup to sundown. He pays me, and the whole time, he kept me drunk. I told him I drink, and then he paid me at the end of the day. So every day, that became my routine. And that's how I paid for my meth, my alcohol, and basically, I wasn't making no money, but I was making what I needed
To
to survive.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's all I wanted. Because I didn't have a house.
Can I ask
I
you?
didn't have family.
Did
I
you-
didn't have nowhere else to go. I
Did-
slept in the park bathrooms.
You
I
did
got
have
a-
somewhere to go, but you didn't feel like you were welcome.
I had somewhere to go if I wanted to bow down like a bitch, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Why? What did I do to deserve that? Because I decided to fucking do drugs? Everyone decides to do drugs. Their family doesn't throw them out like that.
I didn't do drugs. My family did
Okay,
toss me out.
You're the exception.
And my
Good for
family
you.
did.
You
No,
know
that's-
what? And I'm proud
That's
of you
not
for-
what that's about. That's not what this is
no,
about.
But Eric, I'm proud of you.
Relax.
I'm proud of you for that.
Push
You
him on.
did not make the decision I made. But I fell into that trap, okay? Everyone else fell into that trap. Anyone who's ever done drugs knows what I'm talking about. It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
When you make that decision, it's not one you could just go back on. It's a fucking trap. And you don't know it till it's too late. It's already addiction. And then you need it to survive. Because meth, I've done so much meth, I've had several doctors tell me medically that if I was to stop doing meth, my body is too weak to sustain my heartbeat and I would die. So basically, I've done so much adrenaline that I need the adrenaline to keep my heart pumping. That's sickening. But at least he had the balls to tell me the fucking truth. So I had to accept, fuck, I fucked up. And now I have done so much drugs, I have to continue or I'm going to kill myself. So I did this. I stopped doing drugs like I was doing to get high, and I started doing it just to survive. When I started feeling like shit, that's when I go get high. And I go without it until then, and then I go get high.
You told me earlier that you haven't done it in a really long time.
I haven't. Thank God. But you know why? Because they have me on so many drugs now that it's compensating for all shit. They're giving me liquid Toradol and Darvocet every time I go to the hospital. That's the only thing they can give me without killing me. That is way stronger than any methamphetamine or adrenaline dose. So yeah, they're keeping me alive. But they think that they're gonna take me out when they want, and they're wrong. They're gonna take me out when I decide I want to be taken out, and not a moment sooner. And if that's the case, how come after 5 attempts they still can't kill me?
Hey, I want to talk about something else. Did you the hospital? I heard something about you getting assaulted at a hospital.
Yeah, they put me on a 5150 hold, which I didn't like and was illegal as fuck. And I can give you the names of the cops.
I think we talked about that, the 50
And
50 thing.
as I'm sitting there in the hospital bed eating a sandwich, minding my own business, some guy walks in off the street and starts demanding shit from this nurse. And I'm just listening. And he walks up. I don't even see him because I'm facing the wall. They're trying to sedate me. This guy walks up, knocks the sandwich out of my hand, punches me in the face, and then grabs me by the throat. And I said, "You got the balls to finish it, bro? Are you going to do it, or are you just going to look like a bitch?" So he let me go and walked away. And I looked at the nurse, I go, "And you ain't going to do a fucking thing, are you, bitch?" And they didn't do shit.
Hey,
So, I mean, if I'm in a hospital, supposedly, aren't they legally supposed to call someone or do something?
I'm gonna say this because I think that it's I don't know why you're so mad at me for, but you have been talking very highly about your mom and dad before you
Because that's the truth. But I didn't want to fucking paint my mom and dad to look like that because that who does? But you wanted the truth, you got the truth.
Okay.
That's what the fuck I've been through.
Okay.
But that's the shit I hide and I hold.
You appreciate them though, don't you?
No, I love my mom and dad no matter what the fuck they do to me. I don't care what they fucking do. But no one is going to understand that.
So, before we started this, you were talking a lot about how you just want to help.
I do.
Okay.
And I don't want to hurt no one. Not even them.
Yeah.
After all they've done to me.
Okay.
All I've wanted my whole life is to be left the fuck alone, to live my life, and die peacefully. No one will let me do it. No one will even let me talk and hear me out when I speak. They don't like what I say. They try to talk over me.
You feel like I'm talking
And
over you?
Everyone does that to me.
You feel like I'm doing
But
that?
you know what? I don't care. Because it doesn't matter if they hear me. There's the difference between listening to someone talk and actually hearing what they say. Trust and believe that. And if you don't believe that, look it up and ask someone else who knows. And one of the OGs will tell you. Hearing and listening are two different things. Trust me.
Yes, 100%. I agree with you. Okay.
Okay.
But sometimes when I ask you things that if you're serious about what you're saying, it's not that I didn't listen. It's that I want to know that that's actually how you feel because
Then ask.
That's why I'm asking. That's why I say, what do you mean?
I told you this already several times. I'm not mad at you, bro.
Bro,
Why the fuck did you understand that?
we talked about
All
this.
I want is to be heard.
You said, look, before you started this, you told me something about being in the shower thinking about the show and you started thinking about Superman or something. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, this was supposed to be a good experience and a fun experience. We were supposed to talk shit and talk about good things and talk about your life.
Okay, but there's parts about my life I told you ain't gonna like, and that if you really wanted to hear the story, there's gonna be a lot of people
Of
that are gonna be
course.
upset.
Yes.
So this is the part where people are gonna get upset. Okay.
You're right. You're right.
Well, I'm sorry. If you don't
No,
like it, then don't play it.
you're right. No, you're right.
Well, I don't like it either. I had to live it. You just had to hear it.
you're right.
Now, the whole story about me being in the shower goes like this. I was trying to do my cousin a favor, and I was thinking, damn, okay, how am I going to explain my life story? And I was just, at the same time, I wanted to know, how would I explain my life story, even if anyone was to ask me? And I thought, you know what? Wow, my whole life has been spent keeping everyone else happy, and I've never taken a second to focus on myself. I've always been there for everyone else, helping them. I've never been selfish and thought about me. And the only thing I could think of that could relate to my hate at that point was Eminem's song Superman. Superman ain't saving shit. And I meant it. I'm sick and tired of people. I'm sick and tired of this world. And I ain't saving no one's ass no more. Fuck them. Fuck everyone. I'm not saving no one no more. I'm being selfish. And if you want help, well, then go find it. Because I don't give a fuck. That's what I meant. I have to focus on me now. I'm about to die. And I spent my whole life for everyone else. Fuck that. I think I have the right to try to make myself happy before I pass away.
Hold on.
No, that's the fucking truth.
I understand, but I'm trying to understand.
Okay.
Trying to
Have
understand.
you ever tried to sit there and just have a moment and make yourself happy? No. Well, then I feel your pain because you are one sad motherfucker. And until you realize that and you actually are selfish for a little bit and focus on that, you'll never be happy.
What I'm trying to
look,
get at.
helping other people is good. Yes, having empathy is good, but you gotta help yourself before you can help anyone else.
Of course.
If you can't love yourself, how can you love anyone
I
besides you?
agree.
Okay? I've never loved myself, and that's the problem. I've loved everyone else. I put a fake smile on for everyone else. What the fuck have I done for me? Nothing. I ask for my pain pills, and I have to beg for my pain pills. They got my name on the prescription, but I have to beg for my own pills so I'm not in pain every day. But I fucking do it because everyone else is happy when I do it. And when I talk about, oh, you know, I should steal a couple of my pain pills that way if I need it, I won't hurt. No, don't do that. Don't steal from no one. Why not? They're my name. It's my pills. If I was to go to the cops right now, they're going to arrest whoever and give me my pills back. Is it not right? But yeah, don't do it, huh? Why? Because it'll make someone else unhappy.
So I told you earlier that I think you should.
Not steal from my mom.
No,
But
well,
you know what?
I didn't think of it like that, but no, I told you that I would be going out with a bang if I already knew that I was.
Why? So I could be selfish?
But no, I don't.
Look,
What is this?
if I go out with a bang.
Explain it to me. Explain what you're doing.
So you want me to go spend the last few minutes of my life partying?
Not even partying, doing what you want.
Okay, but that means leaving my mom all by herself, sick and tired to worry, and she has a pacemaker. 40% of her heart has died. Only 25% of her heart is working now. That pacemaker is out, she dies. And you want me to stress her out to where
You think you think her watching you sad and angry and upset every day?
Not knowing where I'm at and calling me back to
Well,
back
what's
and not
better?
being able to get a hold of me is any better?
We're
At
arguing.
least if I'm there.
We're getting off subject.
At
We're
least-
talking about personal stuff, and that's not what this is
At least
about.
if I'm there with my mom, putting on a fake smile, she feels better at night and she can sleep comfortably.
Do you think
and I
so?
don't have to worry about it.
I don't know, man.
Bullshit. When I was at my mom's house right now, and you can pick me up. What did she say? I don't know if you should go, Eric. Why? Because she's worried
About what?
about
About this?
me.
About this
About
conversation?
me coming over here and something happening and me not coming back. And if that happens, she's gonna die.
Why wouldn't you go back?
My mom is like that.
I should throw you in a
My
ditch, but
mom is very protective. She didn't even want me to go to Wasco yesterday.
yeah, bro, I had that written down. You want to talk about that? Or no? No. Okay.
Same shit. She doesn't want me leaving the house because she's so worried that something's gonna happen, or I'm gonna fucking pass out, or I'm gonna fall, or get heat exhaustion.
Well, you
or
do.
anything.
You're look at your
Well,
hand.
I mean, she's scared that anything in the world's gonna happen, and I'm not gonna come home, and she's gonna have the cops or the
Scoot back over here.
I don't want this fucking chair. It's
Then move the
hurting me.
chair. I don't.
Look,
But get on camera.
she is so scared that if I walk away, I'm gonna get hurt, or I'm gonna get fucking brought back in a body bag or fucking by paramedics. She's gonna get some type of news, and she will not fucking stop stressing herself out. She won't sleep until I'm home. She'll stay up for 3 days until I make it home, just so she can sleep. And that's because she loves me. And that's why I say I don't care what my mom does.
Yeah, you
I will
want
always love her.
you want to talk about this background? This book that
Okay? Anyone who thinks they want to talk shit about this, let me know and I'm gonna go fuck them up and kill them.
Okay.
You know what? The only reason this background is my background is because when I was a kid, my mom used to order me highlight books every week. And when they'd come in, we'd have things. She'd give me my dinner. She'd give me my bath. And then if I was good, she would go and sit on the couch with me. And she'd have these books she'd order for me. She'd read a page, I'd read a page. I didn't care about the books. It was I got to spend time with my mom. And this is the last book she ever got for me as a kid before I went to the hospital and I wasn't able to have the childhood no more. And when she ordered it for me, and she ordered it just out of the blue, I don't know why. And she wanted me when I came home from hospital yesterday to get in my room so bad. And I'm like, Mom, I don't want to go in there. I'm hurting. I want to take a shower. She goes, just go in your goddamn room and I'll give you your pain pills. She's trying everything. She goes, go, I'm going to show you something. I walked in and right there on my pillow, she had this book, which she had ordered. And I seen it. I stopped. I started crying. I hugged her and I said, Mom, where'd you get that? She goes, I ordered it. And I already knew. And I said, Mom, I love you. How did you know? She goes, I know you. Now, if that's not true, Mom, I don't know what is. But my mom's been corrupted by my fucked up dad. And I've been corrupted by these fucked up world, this fucked up world, these fucked up people. And I know I'm not right in the head. But I never said I was. I'm human. I make mistakes. Sometimes I accuse the wrong people. Sometimes I hurt the wrong people. We all do it. But you know what? I'm man enough to admit it and accept it. And if I'm wrong, I'll face it and I'll ask for forgiveness and I'll go seek that one chance to make amends. And if I have to get my ass beat for it, fuck it. Beat my ass. I'll let you win. So we can shake hands, drink a beer, and leave it alone. I'm that guy. I just want to make it right for all the fucking shit I've done to the society and live my life. Anyone who's ever just wanted to fucking get away from the bullshit and just live their life, I'm pretty sure you understand. But you got motherfuckers that push you and push you and push you. And then when you actually give them what they want, they don't want to fucking listen.
I know you want to talk about grandma. It's been on. You've been.
No, I don't want to talk about
You don't want to talk
it.
about.
No,
All right.
I accept it. I know what it is. And it's over. I know what the fuck happened. And I know that she loves me and I love her. And I made a promise to her. And I promised to God that I'm not going to hurt no one. I'm not going to do nothing. But when I die, I will see her again. I know it. Because how fucked up is it for you to find out your grandma, the one person you love unconditionally, is dead on the day of her funeral? I didn't even know shit. Everyone else in my family knew everyone. I found out the day I went to the church with a tuxedo on. They handed me a fucking metal rod to carry. I carried up to the fucking altar of the church, and then my dad's brother, my Uncle Ed, tells me, "That's your grandma right there." And I looked in the casket, and I looked at my family, and I said, "Fuck you," and I ran out. That's how I found out my grandma died. That's fucked up. And I think it's fucked up. And anyone who agrees, comment. Because that is fucked up. But you know what? I'm not mad at no
Can I
one.
ask you a question, Chris?
I'm not mad at no one. I accept it.
Hey, do you think you're an angry person?
No.
No.
No. An angry person would be killing people right now. I'm accepting it, letting it go.
You just say
And I
you're.
made a
Would you just say that you're hurt then?
I'm hurt, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to. The only reason I'm not hurting no one is because I promised Grandma the day. The last day I remember her being alive, that I would not do anything to hurt anyone anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm keeping that promise. I made a promise to God I would learn what true love and empathy was before I die. So I'm keeping that promise. I don't want to hurt no one. So I'm keeping that promise to myself. That doesn't change how fucked up the world is.
What's the most fucked up thing about the world?
Pick something. This whole world's fucked up. I don't have to fucking tell you how fucked this world is.
No,
Everyone
that's
knows.
not what I'm saying. I'm asking what
I don't
what was so bad for you about it?
Well, finding out about my grandma, that was pretty fucked up. I think that was one of the worst. But I mean,
Man, you just found out about that.
I know, and that's fucked up. Why would someone take away the one person that you love the most? And I knew I loved her, and not tell me shit and tell my whole family.
She was pretty dope.
She was.
She's a nice person.
I'm telling you, that's the one woman I loved unconditionally, and the only woman I will love unconditionally before I die. And it's wrong. It's fucking wrong, man. They took her from me, and I didn't even get a chance to say, "Grandma, I love you."
Nobody
My
took her.
grandma.
Nobody took her. She
My-
was 100 years old.
I know, but everyone else knew that she was dying but me.
She'd been dying for 10 years.
I know that, and I knew it was coming, and I was waiting for it, but
Shit sucks. I'm not. I know.
then what the fuck are you mad
I
at
don't
me
even have
for?
pictures of her hanging out because
I don't
I
either.
can't see them.
They took all my pictures and burnt them.
No, no, they didn't.
They took all of my
Nobody
pictures-
burnt no
all
pictures
my
of
pictures
grandma.
I got two.
Nobody
and burnt.
Nobody burnt no pictures of
No,
grandma.
bullshit.
Um,
And my other grandma, I couldn't even say goodbye because she had fucking dementia and Alzheimer's. And when I tried to hug her in the Carrington house, she goes, "Who are you?" So she didn't even know who the fuck I was.
Listen.
Hold on, I gotta blow my nose.
All right, break time. Grab your fucking microphone. All right. No, just you have to use the mic. You can just leave those on the ground. Go. Well, I was gonna say before we started this, we had talked about we were just gonna talk some shit and get through some stuff, and
Okay, look.
it got pretty
I
heavy real
apologize
quick.
because he said he wanted my whole life story. Well,
Yeah.
you have to take the good with the bad.
Yes.
And if you don't, then I'm lying. And I'm not going to lie.
I just don't want
I'm
you
not
to
a
leave here
fake-
feeling bad.
I'm not a fake motherfucker. If you want the truth, I'm giving you the raw truth. No one else will do that. They'll just fucking smile and tell you what you want to hear. This is my life. If you don't like it, don't listen.
Speak into the mic.
That is what I have lived my whole life.
Nobody. There's no
And-
reason to be sorry for your life.
No, I'm just saying.
The pain that you felt. I don't know what it's like to be through there. I'm just
I
saying,
do.
see things from
And
like an
look,
outside perspective.
That's why.
And that's what I told you before you came on.
Eric,
We're
that's
40
why
years old.
I told you I would agree to do this because my whole mission in life is if I can tell my raw story to someone and it's going to save another person's kid or our son or daughter from having to go through what the fuck I went through because I give them a little wisdom, then I completed my mission because I don't want to see anyone have to suffer like I've suffered because I've seen shit no one should witness. But all I can say is you gotta take it like a man and roll with the punches and keep going. Because if you stop, Satan's gonna destroy you. So you either get up and dust yourself off, or you lie down and wait to die. That's, you can't get no more raw than that. And I hate that, but it's that or nothing. And you'll realize that real quick when you see the motherfuckers you love start to fucking drop like flies. Because once one person you love dies, they say there's two more coming because they die in threes. And it's true. Straight up. And that's because Satan is trying to mock the Holy Trinity and piss God off. So he's trying to make sure that when he takes someone out and takes someone's soul, he's fucking disrespecting God, the Father, God the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's what the fucking demons do. That's why when you hear knocks at 3 o'clock in the morning during the witching hour, you always hear 3 knocks. And then when you hear it again, it's another 3 knocks. Don't believe me? Start paying attention. Anyone who has a mirror in your house, that's a portal. Look into the mirror at 3 o'clock in the morning, all the way to 4 in straight darkness, and just pay attention. Don't move, and you'll notice your reflection starts to move, and you don't. That's because it's not you.
What's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I've asked myself that a lot. I thought it was getting high and drugs, but no. Now I can say my favorite thing to do is to see other people happy and having fun, and me being able to have happiness and fun. Like when you, okay, for instance, as a kid, that's the only last time I guess I was too happy. Because we would all go to a place called the Ghetto Park. Wasn't the normal park because we are all considered fucking outcasts. So we go to the Ghetto Park. And yeah,
The
for
ghetto
everyone that
park?
knows, at the Ghetto Park is where we would all meet and exchange drugs, do drugs, and be, stupid shit. But you know what? There was days where we'd all be broke, but somehow, someway, all these broke motherfuckers would pull their money together. We got a bag of rice. We got cases of beer. We got a bunch of meat. We're barbecuing. We're out there
You're not
happy.
talking
We're
into the
having fun.
mic.
Huh?
Huh? You don't have your headphones on, so you can't hear it.
Goddamn, hold on.
I wanted to show you a video. I know, I'm listening, but I wanted to show you a video either way because it's like the funniest shit ever.
But I mean, you want to talk about true happiness? We swear it was a park for like outcasts, and we would all meet there. And no matter how bad we were doing or what society considered us, we'd all come together, broke or fucking have money, doesn't matter. And we'd all come together as people and just be friends and loving. And somehow we get meat, ice, beer, and barbecue and fucking have fun and laugh and joke and listen to music. And you know what? It didn't matter if we had drugs or not. We were able to sit there for however long and just laugh and be happy. And everywhere you looked, people were smiling. That was what mattered. That's what I like. And I don't see that no more.
No.
They shut that park down because they didn't want us there. They tore down the bathrooms because the one person that I knew that was a good friend of mine who got shot for no reason, well, they didn't like it. And so they tore that bathroom down on purpose. So all the graffiti and shit that he had in there that we had kept as like a memorabilia is gone. So we have nothing of that guy anymore. Just memories. And you know what? That's probably the most important thing in life. Because when you die, that's all they're taking with you is memories.
You think you take it with you?
Everything else they're going to take from
You think the memories go with you?
Well, they're going to steal everything else from you. The one thing you can't take is your mind. Unless you let them. The only thing they can't take from you is what you have right here. Everything else they're going to take. It took 10 years, but they knocked down the bathroom that had graffiti from someone who got shot for no reason. And the cop that was there, that was supposed to be all badass against us all, who held him in his arms and cried until he died. Guess what? We all treated him like shit because he was a cop. The day that happened, every time he would see me, he stopped me and he said, "Hey, how are you doing with your cancer shit, bro? You need to get fucking checked out. You need to make sure you're okay." I didn't know why he kept doing that. Well, he got transferred. I've never seen him again. You know what? I can honestly say he was a good cop. But it took that death to make him that good cop.
Mm.
And it's sad because he's going to be affected the rest of his life with that. We're going to be affected. And the one thing we had as memory is gone. And they shut the park down. So we don't even have that anymore. So you tell me what true happiness is.
I think true happiness is just freedom.
True happiness is what you make it, bro. True happiness is whatever you think makes you happy. And if you can take it with you, that they're going to steal everything from you, or at least try to. So whatever you're able to take to heaven with you, that's true happiness.
Knowledge,
To me, it's grandma.
love.
To me, it's grandma and her soul.
Yeah.
They've already had taken her body. All I gotta do is just meet her. But I'm not gonna kill myself, no, because I won't. I don't believe in suicide.
You tell God,
But
you could tell God I said hi whenever you see him.
of course, I'm gonna have a seat waiting for you, stupid.
No, just that's all I'm saying. But be like, Eric, sum it up. I don't get to talk to much people I know that's
Well,
gonna
I mean,
die
I
here
already
soon.
know,
You know
I
what I
already know
mean?
what he's gonna say.
Should we make a joke for him?
I already know what he's gonna say.
What do
He's
you
gonna
think?
tell me you're not going to heaven.
Just tell the dude
I
shut
don't want
up.
to tell him fucking okay. Well, let him know that. I don't care.
I know exactly.
I made it.
Right on.
I made it. Fuck, just like always. At least I made it. Fuck it. Sorry for your luck, bro. But haha.
Do you feel excited?
No.
No.
Well, I mean, in a way, I don't feel excited. In a way, I am
Do you feel
anxious
relieved?
because
Do you feel sad?
to be without pain. No, I actually kind of feel happy because to feel one day without pain again. Oh man, I pray for that every day.
Man.
But I also pray every day that I don't hurt my mom or you or my brother or anyone else. And that's where the conflict comes into play. And that's where the final fucking test is. And I hate that, but it's written in the Bible in plain black and white. It says, the worst thing that we have is our tongue because it's a double-edged sword. It can create and it can kill. Well, so can fire. And fire is what Satan rules. We are going to die by fire and brimstone. Well, before we die by that fire and brimstone, it's God's choice whether we actually are destroyed or we are reborn. But it's our choice because He gave us free will for that reason. What do you want to do? You want to be destroyed and try to relive your life and learn it again? Or do you want to fucking live your life in heaven and get it right?
I've always had this theory. It's like a little thought that I've had, like that maybe we've been alive for a really, really long time.
We have.
And we're just at an arcade and we're playing like human life and it's like an 80-year game and we're just like can't get over it. We just keep playing reset because we can't beat the game.
You want to know what heaven's like? It's like,
And everybody in the pizza joint is in the game because that's all that you can see.
no, that's called Pizza Plus.
Pizza
and,
Plus.
and they took that out in the fucking 80s. Stupid ass.
Dude, I'd do anything to eat pizza.
Look, this is the way life is. When we're babies, okay? That is when, because we're all angels, every one of us. And God comes to us, shows us our life that we're going to have on earth, and says, look, and this right here is what I want you to do. This is your mission. This is why I'm sending you to earth. You do this. And you look at it. I'm not going to do it. It's okay. I know what you're going to do. I'm not mad at you at that. I just want you to do this one thing for me. And you agree as an angel because you want to. But then when you're a baby and you're born, you start to lose all those memories. You know why? Because the only way for this to work is God has to wipe those memories from you. And you gotta live your life like every human does. But when you get to that point in your life where you have to complete that mission for God, it's, do you remember? Are you gonna do it? If you forget, well then when you die, guess what? You're gonna be given another mission.
Do you feel like you've completed your mission?
No, not yet. That's why I'm still here. But once I do, I'll be in heaven.
Do you have an idea of what your mission is?
No, I wish I did.
Do you think that you're going to have to come back?
I don't know yet. I mean,
Do you think like that? What do you?
if I die and I do come back,
I imagine you think about it every day, all day long.
I do. But I think of it like this: when it's time for me to know what my final mission is, he's gonna let me know somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Deja vu, something. If I fail to pick up on that, that's my fault. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Can we talk about something that you mentioned
Look,
earlier? Sorry,
but-
I didn't mean.
but-
I just didn't want to forget.
That's when we gotta do the reset button. But if you remember, like after getting that deja vu vision, that's when God's like, okay, and that's when He'll take you up to heaven. Some people do remember, some people don't. That's why you hear about these kids that, in my past life, I was a fighter pilot. Okay, that means in their past life, they didn't complete their mission. And think about it, that makes sense. You were a fighter pilot and got shot down and died. That's why you didn't complete your mission. It wasn't your fault. You were killed.
I got you.
It's not your fault. But God's going to give you another chance to be saved before you're damned in fire and brimstone.
Is that why you feel like you just were dealt a bad body?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I just felt like, no, I don't feel like. I felt like God,
It's special that you're alive to be here now.
this is what I feel like. I feel like everything I've been dealt is what I was supposed to be dealt. And the reason why
Yeah.
is because if I hadn't been dealt those cards, I wouldn't be as strong as I am. I wouldn't be the person I am.
Yeah.
God did what He did because He wants me to be the person who's going to be able to have enough strength and enough knowledge to face whatever the fuck it is and beat it. And if He wants you, for example, He wants me to kill Satan or kill Bazbul. That's Satan's right hand man. Okay. Well, you got to prepare motherfuckers for that because that's the second highest demon in the world. You don't just fucking throw him in the pit and fucking good luck. No, you have to prepare that motherfucker. Well, you go through trials and tribulations to prepare you. And if you come to that point and you're not ready, okay. But God loves us, so He's not just going to fucking destroy us. He's going to, okay, son, maybe that was too much, but I'm going to give you another chance to save yourself. See if you can do this mission for me. Because God doesn't.
It's funny that you bring that up because there's this book called 7 Minutes in Hell or something like that, I think.
7 levels of hell.
7 minutes. Oh, no, I think that's,
7 levels
I think
of hell.
that's,
9 levels of hell.
no, there's this small book. It's called like 7 Minutes, and it's like this guy that died, and he went to hell or whatever. And the first thing that happened is like these demons went and ripped out like him open, and his
Yeah.
intestines and stuff fell out.
That's the 7 deadly sins.
But you already told us that you
Yeah.
woke up seeing your intestine, and
That's,
it's almost like you lived through actual hell.
well,
You actually lived through
if
hell.
you know anything about,
You've been cut from rib to rib. You literally have a scar from rib to rib. Like you've lived like
I've lived
torture.
Yeah, well, I
you've been
mean,
tortured your whole life.
if you know anything about religion, there's such thing as 9 holy sacraments
Yeah,
and then 7 deadly sins.
yeah.
And 7 deadly sins: gluttony, killing someone, coveting your. I don't know exactly what they are, but there's 7 sins.
You want to look them up?
That, go ahead. That if you commit, you are considered in God's eyes a blasphemer and a liar. And it says straight up,
I'm gonna make you read them.
if you're a blasphemer, God will not accept you into heaven. Or if you are a fool, the number one thing God hates more than anything
All right, here you go.
is a fool.
Read them out. Read them loud
All
so
right.
everybody can hear them.
First one, first one of the 7 deadly sins is pride, excessive belief in one's own importance or abilities. Considering the most serious because it puts the self above God and others.
You don't need to read that. Just read what they are.
That's what Satan did. He thought he had the knowledge of God and tried to overthrow him. That's why pride will get you killed.
I think that God was trying to protect us from having that knowledge because it's so
No.
terrible. Because, like, if
For now,
it always has been from the very start, it's been horrible.
we had a choice, and we chose to eat from that tree of knowledge.
Yep.
The tree of knowledge. Okay. With great knowledge comes great responsibility.
Yep.
So if you're not ready for that responsibility, stay away from it.
All right,
We
let's
didn't listen, and that's what damned us.
finish these.
2, greed, and that's insatiable desire for wealth, possession, or power, putting materials, things, or people above God. And then 3 is lust, disordered or excessive desire for sexual pleasure. That's basically taking away someone's free will, like doing lovecraft. Envy, resenting another person's success, happiness, or possession. Basically hating on someone because they have something you don't have.
Or doing better.
Yeah, because if you really want it,
Yeah.
watch them and fucking learn from them
Yep.
and get it yourself.
Yep.
That's
agree.
what man does.
100%.
Okay, and then where were we?
Gluttony. You're fat.
Gluttony, overindulging or overconsumption. This,
Bro.
oh, what?
What are you? No. What are you taking? Shots of beer?
No, I fucking had the fucking
Why did you drink it so hard?
because I had wet my mouth.
Oh,
And then it was
just drink it slower.
gluttony. Okay, overindulging or overconsumption traditionally applies to food, drink, but also can describe excessiveness in general, like wanting too, like having something and wanting more of it. If you already
That's interesting.
if you already
I've
have
never
something-
thought of it that
yeah,
way.
because if you already have money,
Yeah, if you already
why do
have
you
it,
want
why?
more?
Yeah,
you have enough.
interesting.
This motherfucker over
Good
here
way
is
to think about it.
struggling and begging.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
wealth, over control.
Wrath.
Oh shit, wrath.
Wealth. Jeez. That's some Catholic school learning for me.
No, that's my own learning. Wrath, uncontrolled anger. Yeah, I know, and that's why it's a double-edged sword. Like I said, anger is one of the things that will kill quicker than shit. Wrath is uncontrolled anger, hatred, or desire for revenge. Different from righteousness, anger. Wrath is destructive and vindictive because if you have wrath and you fall through, you basically will kill.
You ever felt like you wanted to get revenge on somebody?
Oh yeah, all the time. I
Really?
feel like I want to kill people all the time, but you know
Really?
what? I stop. I take a minute and I pray to God and I ask Him for the strength. I tell Him, God, I'm not worthy to receive you right now.
I
But
could
say the
never.
word,
I
but-
could never kill anybody.
Well, I can't either. And I know that. But having the want in your mind, in your heart, is what the sin is. And if you just ask Him, God, I'm not worthy.
It seems like some people just want to do that
Yeah,
nowadays.
because they're programmed like that, bro. They're demons. They're
Yeah.
not people. They're demons in disguise to destroy us.
Yeah.
And you just gotta, if I'm not worthy to receive you, but God, say the word so I can be healed. It's as simple as that. And
It's
all
almost
you-
like all of these are different demons, and if they
They
come
are.
up next to you and
They
you
are.
could choose to hold hands with them,
they are.
that's where they take you. So wrath or gluttony, and you're like, yeah, let's go overindulge, or yeah, let's lust. Like it's almost like you're allowing. They're not even.
Mhm.
They're not even sins. They're demons. They're like
You wanna learn-
indulging into.
You want to learn more about this? There's 2 books you need to read: The Lesser Key of Solomon and The Greater Key of Solomon. They'll explain this in detail.
All right, let's go to the last one.
And then sloth, spiritual or physical laziness, failing to do what is good. Basically, like Jason, procrastinating. Hey, bro, I need
Dude,
help.
bro,
Oh,
stop
yeah, I'll be
dropping
there. I'll
names.
be there. You know, and never showing up. And it's like, why do you keep saying you're gonna be here if you're not gonna show up? Because you don't really want to show up. You're just trying to say what people want to hear to shut them up. You don't really care about what the fuck they're going to do or what the fuck they're thinking or what they're suffering. You're just telling them this so they'll leave you alone.
Into that mic.
Huh?
Keep that.
Sorry. Someone you may not heard that. Okay, so basically the last one is like, if you've ever had anyone in your life where it's like, hey, I'll be there, I promise, I'm on my way, and then they never show up, it's because that person is a person that doesn't really care about what you're going through, how much you're struggling, where you're at, or what type of suffering you're going through. They just want you to leave them alone, stop calling them, or whatever it is. They just want to get away from you. They're telling you what you want to hear to shut you up, and then that's it. They only care about themselves. But
So
they don't want
what
you
should
to
you do
know
as that
that.
person?
Huh?
What should you do as that person?
As what person?
The person who you, whenever you call, you keep getting your phone. They keep ignoring your call.
Well, I don't know what people would do, but I know what I would do.
Well, that's what I'm
If
asking.
I'm calling you and you keep ignoring me, well then fuck you. I see where you're at.
Yeah.
I see you don't want to help. So I'm gonna call someone that does help. Because you know what? Why am I gonna waste my time with something I know is never gonna pan out?
Yeah.
All I'm gonna do is ensure that I get fucked in the end too. I'm not gonna let myself. If I love myself like I said I do, I'm not gonna let myself suffer because you want to lie to me. Fuck that. You've already proven too much that you don't want to be there for me. Okay. So when you call and I don't answer you, don't ask. In fact, use my number. Why are you bothering me? Just like when people go up to God, God, it's the day of judgment. Why aren't you letting me in? When did you have a relationship with me? I don't know who the fuck you are. You're not in the book of good and evil, or I mean, life and death. You're not my son. Get the hell away. You didn't want nothing to do with him when you're alive. Why the hell should he save you now? Your fault, not his. Yours. You had a conscious choice. That's why you were given free will. And you chose to ignore everyone? Well, guess what? Now it's time for God to ignore you. Straight up. Everything you do comes back, but it comes back tenfold.
Is this how you feel, or you think
No,
that
this is the truth.
you think it's
Everything you do to someone in evil, malice intentions comes back sevenfold. Don't believe me? Ask.
Ask.
I'm serious. I don't know if there's anyone that still practice that, but
Is that your
look,
catchphrase?
there is
You
a
don't know?
bunch of people
Ask.
that at one
It's a
time.
pretty good catchphrase, though.
No, there's a bunch of people at one time that knew all this knowledge, and they dedicated themselves to helping no matter what. Those are the true healers. And then what we do? The Salem witch trials, and we killed them all off. Why? For greed. Because if they were gone, then we could do the same thing, but we could collect money for it. And so the government got what they wanted, the demons got what they wanted. But the true healers, man, there are they serve their purpose. They're already they got their freedom from God. They're in happiness right now. But we suffer because of it. Only certain people know that.
Let me ask you this. um, we try to end every episode
Mm-hmm.
with something positive to
Okay.
a younger you.
All right.
What
Okay.
is somebody? What would you say to a younger? Yeah, you're falling on a chair there.
I know. It hurts. Sorry. It was feeling really good. Sorry.
You're good,
Everyone, the reason why
dude. You're fine.
I'm moving like I am is because and I don't know who understands it, but if you've ever had cancer or ever had extreme pain like cancer, you know what I'm going through right now. If you've ever had swollen ankles so bad that you can't walk, you know what I'm going through.
We
If
have the
you've
arm,
ever,
man.
if you ever had to take things like phenobarbital, you know what I'm talking about. And I hate it, but
You don't have to explain
I can't
yourself.
change it.
It's
And I hate it, but I can't change it, and it's life. So until I achieve my happiness, you guys all know. I just want to explain it. So I'm not no crack addict or freaking drug addict. I'm in actual pain, and he knows this. But I want you guys to know this as well. You know, I want everyone to understand my story and not think of me as, look at him. He can't even sit in the chairs right. He's fucked up. Why would I listen to him? This is why.
bro.
I
You look like Mike Wazowski.
Bro,
Like
I got liver and gallbladder cancer. I
I.
don't have a spleen. I'm dying
That's what I'm
slowly.
saying.
I
Nobody
mean, come
expects
on,
you to be
bro.
comfortable.
Exactly.
You're fine.
I'm on hospice, just in case you guys didn't know. So, for those of you who didn't, you know now. And okay, what was your last question? I just wanted them to know that before you asked.
No, you say whatever you want, man. Like I said, this is your story.
Yeah.
Only you can say
Okay.
it. Whatever you want to do.
So, to a
That's why I
younger
keep letting you cut
generation,
me off.
what is something?
You're lucky I haven't jumped over this table and
Listen,
freaking stomped you out yet.
to a younger generation, like someone's son or daughter, what would they say that's positive that would help them in their life?
Somebody like you that was growing up and was going through all the fear and the loneliness and the what would you say to help yourself? What would you have done?
Look, I don't know anything in life, okay? I'm probably one of the stupidest people in the world to ask anything. But I do know this. The one thing I've always wanted and never had that probably would have saved my life a little bit more than what I've already been through is if I had someone, older, younger, doesn't matter, just someone who would sat me down and tried to at least tell me a little bit about what to do and what not to do, what to expect, and try to help me. I know there's people out there like that. I don't know who they are. I know you guys don't know who they are, but God works in mysterious ways, and sometimes you be sitting there suffering in pain, and someone just walks up and like they'll hand you $1 or tell you something, or and you're like, "Wow, thank you." The fuck? That had to have been God because that's unexpected. Okay, well, I wish I would have had that, but I wish they would have told me something that would have saved me from making some of the stupidest mistakes that I've gone through. Just someone to talk to, someone who could have gave me some guidance, anything. And even if they didn't know, just been there for me and talk to me and try to help me and try to just be there as a friend or as a mentor. Because you don't realize how important it is to just, if you just see someone who's suffering and just go sit with them for 5, 10 minutes and just talk to them and hear their story. And you don't know nothing about it. Just listen to them. And actually listen to them and try to understand and respond, even if you tell them something wrong.
Into the mic.
But you know what?
Oh, I can't hear you.
Even if you don't understand,
You're good. You're
okay,
good.
so even if
I
you,
told you as soon as I can't hear you, I told you.
even though you don't, they may not understand anything you're going through. Just the fact that they sat there with you for a minute and listened to you and then told you something and walked away. When you go home that night and you're by yourself and you take your shower, you go to bed, whenever it is, you're gonna stop and think, you know what? Damn. Out of my whole life, every time I've ever needed anyone, no one's ever been there. And today, this guy stopped, he talked to me, he didn't even know me. He tried to be my friend, and you know what? Not even my friend, he just listened to me. Something that I've wanted for so long. And then he told me what he thought I should do. And even if he's wrong, at least he attempted to try on me.
At least he tried.
Exactly.
That's
At
crazy.
least he gave an effort to try. And as long as you put effort out, it doesn't matter if you fail a million times. If you put the effort there and the intent's there, God sees it and it matters. That's what I want. But I never got that. A lot of people never get that. And you know what I'm talking about if you've been through it. And that's why our society is so fucked up now, because when I was brought up, we were brought up the right way, where if we wanted to get in a fight with someone, we went and we confronted them like a man. We told them, we fought. When they said they were done, it was over. We shook hands, we drank a beer, and we let it go. Because you know why? At least tomorrow, you're going to wake up in your bed, I'm going to wake up in my bed, and we can be friends. We can go over and shoot each other and kill each other because what? Because we want to destroy your family's life? No. We weren't trying to do that. We were trying to live our lives. And if we had beef, we handled it. If we were wrong, we admitted it. If we were right, we accepted it. People forget that. People are too fucking self-centered on fucking their phones and everything else now that people don't even know how to live anymore. And you know what? It's sad. It's fucking sad. That's one of the major reasons why I want to die. I'm sick of this shit. And I want to be back where you can sit there and if you're not liked right here, okay, well, I'm gonna leave it going this way. You know what? I'm going to go have fun over here on this side of town. And tomorrow, I'll worry about that then. And I'll make things right. But you know what? I'm not going to die today. And the only way that's going to happen is if you learn to accept God and walk with Him. And no one does. They all fall into Satan's trap. Not this one. If you're a real motherfucker, well, guess what? That's what separates the real from the fake. Once you walk with God and once you walk with Satan. If you've ever been in jail and, oh, who's a snitch, who's not? Snitches are demons. And the ones you won't sit there and rat you because they don't want to see you go to jail for the rest of your life. The ones that don't want to see you do harm. But when they see you on the street, they'll do you because if I beat your ass, okay, it takes a few seconds.
Hey, we're getting off.
If I don't beat your ass and I tell the cop, you're going away for your life. That's not right. There's a big difference. You gotta make a choice.
Yeah.
Who do you walk with?
I don't think violence is ever the answer.
No, but the way we did violence, it wasn't violence. It was, hey man, you said this about my brother, and you're gonna fight.
See,
but look,
that's weird.
But look,
Nobody should fight about something, buddy.
Okay.
Say it.
but look, if you
It's
don't
weird.
fight, violence is a part of emotion.
The only reason to
Hey.
fight is like rape.
Violence is an emotion, right? And we're supposed to go through our emotions. So, if I don't like something you did, let's fight. But when you say you're done, you don't want no more, okay. All right, bro. You sure? Yeah. All right.
And this is coming from somebody
then-
who
and then-
likes to
and-
fight. Like,
and
I
then
like
you-
to
and
fight,
then you
but
help
nobody should
someone
fight.
up.
Fighting's
Say-
dumb.
say they're done, that's it. You help them up, and you let them
Yeah, I'm not arguing against honorable fights, which nobody can hear you because you're not talking into the damn mic. Because if you had your headphones on, you could hear it. Huh? I know.
Look,
You were arguing with me all day about not talking shit because I've been saving it, and I wanted to do it on the show, and now you are
right.
being serious. What the fuck's going on with you?
I spent how long on this, and he's mad because I'm hurt.
I ain't mad.
I'm
You
hurting.
wanted to do this.
Okay.
I took off work.
Hey, but I'm hurting, bro. So if I'm
I
not,
know you're hurting,
if I'm not
bud.
speaking to the mic, understand.
You're about to be hurting a lot worse. You keep your mouth running.
Everyone, I have to take a break.
You're making me look like a jerk now.
You are.
You've been talking shit all day.
Look, everyone, I'm sorry. I have to take a break. If I can't finish this right now, I'll finish it tomorrow. I need to take some
Oh, well,
pills and take a nap.
now I feel
I'm
bad.
sorry, you guys.
Hold on, we're not
But I
gonna.
love you guys.
Oh, well, I'm deleting all that.
Well, then,
Well, we'll just finish out because now I just look like a big asshole. We're good. I tried to end it with the with what you wanted to say positive to. Okay, and it went off the weeds. We're all right. We're all right. We can end it somewhere there. But hold on. I know. Hold on. We're gonna end it right now. We're gonna end it right now. I didn't know you were antsy to get off. I understand. I understand. I didn't know you wanted to stop, Chris. You never told me. I understand. Let me close it out real quick right now. Right now. Pick up the mic. We're gonna close it out and wave bye. Chris, thank you for your time. I really wish that this was happening in better circumstances. I really appreciate you digging into this. I know you said a lot of things, and you feel a certain way. Um,
look, I don't hate no one. I have a lot of hate in my heart for the evil people. Sorry. But I don't want to hurt no one. I just hate the way the world is and the evil society has become. But I'm hurting myself. I'm starting to cramp up. And that's why I'm starting to cry. I'm sorry, you guys. I love all
thank
you
you guys for coming. Thank you, Chris. I apologize. I feel like I'm doing something bad.
No, you're not. It's my. Anyone who understands, it's my pain. I love you guys. I'm sorry. But I think I got my message across. And anyone who's out there, just know. I may not know your names, but I pray for all of you. Because I pray for God's angels. And you don't have to know the names of the angels. The angels are the ones that are trying to save humanity, not destroy it. So you don't need to be known by everyone. Only God needs to know you. There's a reason why they say if you have a relationship with God, you will be saved. Trust me. If you pray, you will be heard. If you walk with God and you put the intent and you try to do good, nothing can touch you. I don't care how bad you think you have it. There's people out there have it a lot worse. And they're still smiling. So you need to still smile.
Say bye. Bye, guys.